Hi there, I'm Dale Mathis. I am in Sun City, Arizona, and today I'm holding the Roland digital accordion. It is a red FR-4x. And a lot of my customers have asked, what can I do to back up that programming? You know, I bought the accordion from Crown Music specifically because I wanted the Dale Mathis sound sets and all those incredible sounds that have been created for the 4X, but I want to back it up. I don't want anything, you know, I want insurance. So in case something happens, whether I mess it up or whether something goes wrong, that I've got a backup of your programming. So, okay, that's what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to go through the steps. And the first thing that you need for this is you need a USB stick that works. Now for the 4X has been getting really fussy about which USB sticks it likes. It used to be that I could go to Walmart and buy the Walmart brand of memory sticks, and they were like 2 gigs and 4 gigs, and they were like $6 or something like that. And they worked, and it was perfect. And then it's been about the last year or so. First of all, Walmart stopped carrying those, and then I've been having a very difficult time finding sticks that the accordion likes. So the things that I've learned is, first of all, the accordion likes small gigabyte sticks. So if you have an old one around that is only 1 gigabyte or 2 gigabytes, those will actually work well. What you want to do is whatever information you've got on them, you want to take that off, you know, put it somewhere else, and completely clean out that old stick. And then the next thing is we're going to test it. So just yesterday I went to the, well, first of all, I ordered from Staples a package of 20 USB sticks that I thought might work. None of them worked. So I happen to know that this particular one from Staples will work. At least it works today. Staples is an office supply store in case you don't have one in your neighborhood, but they are also online. And then the other one that has been working okay for me is this one, Lexar. And these are both 16 gigabyte sticks. So they're larger than what I typically use, but they both work, so we're going to use them. So the first process that we're going to do to make sure that the accordion likes the stick that you're using is I'm going to take the brand new stick, nothing on it. If you've got something on it from an old stick, make sure and delete everything. So the first thing we're going to do, let me bring this down so you can see my controls. Okay, so first step is to stick it in the accordion, and hopefully you can see that it's flashing. Not all USB sticks have a light on them, but this particular one does. So that's a good indication that the accordion sees the stick. And then the next thing that we're going to do is record something. If it records, we know that the accordion likes the stick. So on the 4X, to do that, if you've never used your record function before, here's how you do it. The last little button down on the panel says REC, or record, and up on top it says player. So what I'm going to do is push that, and at the same time that I push that, I'm going to look in my screen up on top here and see what it says. Alright, so push it, and it says song record, and now the counter is going. It's saying 4, 5, and so I'm going to play something. Okay, so there's my song, now and you see that the USB stick is flashing. It may not do it on your stick, but it is on this one. So now I can touch the record light, and up in the screen here it says working, and then it says song 1. If I wanted to rename this song, this is how I would do it right now. I would be using these buttons right here to move through the different letters and through the different positions within the song name. But I don't need to do that now. It's all I want to do is save it to make sure that it will play back and work. So to do that, there is this button here called MENUWrite. And so I'm just going to hit the right button, and it says saving complete. All right, and so now that I have done that, there is a song or a button under player here that says song list, and so I'm going to touch that, and up in my screen here it says song 1, and it says WAV file, W-A-V file. So when I hit this button right here, which is the right arrow, and it's also got the 2 lines meaning pause, so I'm going to touch that, and in my screen here now it starts counting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's my song. And I'm not, so it's just playing back. Okay, so we know that that stick works. So that's the first step in this process. So let me bring this up here. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the accordion off. And now that I've turned it off, now it's safe to pull out the USB stick without accidentally causing a shock or something and deleting all my memory. So I'm going to pull that out. Can't get it out from this angle. Anyhow, I'm going to put the accordion down, and I'm going to pull out that USB stick, and I'm going to put that USB stick in my computer, and I'm going to delete that song because I want a completely empty USB stick before I start this project of backing up all my files. So I'll be back. Okay, I am back, and the next step in this process is, first of all, I would like you to go to MyCrownmusic.net, and at that website, MyCrownmusic.net, you're going to click on the header that's marked Owner's Manuals and Helpful Videos. And at that page, you are going to find this printout PDF that looks like this, and I want you to have a copy of it so that you can follow along on all these steps. So it's already up on the website, and it is called Backup Set and User Program Memories on the FR-4x. Okay, so the next thing that we have to do is just familiarize with the buttons that we are going to be using. So obviously you know that this is the power button, and the next buttons that we are going to be using down here is the Enter Yes button, the MENUWrite button, the right arrow, and the plus button. So those controls are what we will be using. And then also up in the screen up on top, you will find that you'll need to be watching that. So the best thing to do is to watch this, place the accordion on a table, like here I have it on my office desk, and then sit at an angle to it. So I'm going to stop the camera now and see if I can get to the appropriate angle. Also note that I've got the USB stick that we know works. I've got that in the accordion holder for USB. So I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back, and now the next thing that we're going to do, I assume that you have printed out the instruction sheet, and that you have your accordion laid out in a fashion similar to this so that you can see both the screen up on top here and you can see the controls on the side here. And so you'll note that the accordion is off, the memory stick is in place, and so we're going to begin. So the first thing is turn the accordion on, and then you will see it go through all the normal startup routine. Okay, so we're ready to go through the process. So the instruction number 1 was to place the accordion on a table, power off, then power on. And instruction number 2 is to hit the MENUWrite button, so I'll touch that. And you'll see in the screen there it says accordion edit. And the next thing is we are going to push the right arrow, the right button, 12 times until it reads utility in the screen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it says utility. Now instruction 4 says hit the enter yes button. And there it says copy set. And now you're going to go back to the right arrow and you're going to push it 7 times until it reads export. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Export. That's exactly what we want. Okay, instruction 6 says hit the enter yes button. So I hit that, and in the screen it says type set. Instruction 7 says hit the right arrow button 18 times until it reads write no or yes. So here we go. We're going to go through 18 times, hit this button. So it's the right arrow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There we go. So now it's asking me, do I want to write this? And the answer no or yes. And I go up to instruction 8 and I say yes, enter yes button. I'm going to push that and it says exporting, and we'll just wait for it. And then it says complete. Yay! We've finished that part of this program. It's not all that difficult. Okay, so on my instruction sheet I write at this point the set memories have been backed up. Now continue to back up the user programs. So the next part is instruction number 9. We're going to go to the plus button where it says value plus, and I'm going to push that 1 time, little black button, and it says type UPG in the screen. And then instruction number 10 says push the right arrow button 1 time, and it says UPG file all. Okay, so far so good. Now instruction number 11 on the sheet says to push the right arrow button 17 times. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And now it's asking me, do I want to write this, no or yes? And yes, of course I want to write this. So instruction 12 on the sheet says hit the enter yes button. So I'm going to do that. And now it says exporting, and you see the percentages going through. And it says complete, and then it goes back to UPG. Now, at this point, you have successfully done everything. So what you're going to do now is turn the accordion off. Okay, so I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm back. So that wasn't so bad. Not nearly as scary as going to the dentist. How about that? All right, so anyhow, it's not so painful, and now you have a backup. So the next thing that you're going to do is take that USB stick out of the accordion and take it over to your computer and place it in, and just make sure that the two files are there. And let's see what I wrote on my sheet here. Those files, they're actually folders, yellow folders, and you will see one says My Set and the other says My UPG. And that's all you should see on that stick if you have either used a brand new one or have completely erased everything else that is there. Especially there's a brand of stick called ScanDisk, and ScanDisk I have not had very good luck with, so I do not recommend using that one. They have some software embedded in it that the accordion does not like. So, okay, so we've done that, and another reason, you know, there's the safety reason of having a backup, just so that you know that if something weird happens, that you can always reload all of this software. And if you need guidance with any of this stuff, you know, if you're a Crown Music customer, please call me, call the store and get my phone number, and I'll help you with any of these things. But the other thing that we need to talk about is the 4X only has 98 user programs. And I say only, when we go back to the old 3X, it only had 10 user programs, so you had almost nothing to work with. But there are 98 on the 4X, and I've used them all up. I have programmed everything in there, but you know, not everybody is going to need all of that stuff. There may be a whole bank of things that you think, I'll never use that. So that's one of the reasons why you may want to write your own USB programs. So a good thing to do is to, not USB, that was the wrong term, user programs. So one of the things that you will want to do if you care about what's in here originally is to back up the original, and then in places you can make a decision about what bank of user programs that you want to just delete so that you can install your own. So this is a good reason for the backup. And then there's another sheet on the MyCrownmusic.net website that talks about the 4X and saving your own user programs. So the first thing you have to do is find a location within those 98 user programs that you want to erase, because when you put in a new one, it erases what was there before. And you always want to write down these location numbers, the bank and the registration number, because otherwise when you're in the process of figuring things out, boy, the memory just slips and you forget what you were doing. So always write down the areas that you're working on. So if you want to eliminate, say, bank 5, the first 1 through 7, you're never going to use them, for example, and you want to put your own in. So you want to write that down and say, well, bank 5, register 1 through 7 is where I'm going to put my new things, or move things from other places into a convenient place for the songs that you want to do. And then you want to write all of that stuff down so you know what you have done. And then you can go through the backup process once you have created a new bank of things, and you want to again use a new USB stick so that you don't confuse these programs, you know, and just mark the USB stick so you know what you've done. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this has been helpful information. At mycrownmusic.net is where I've got all the free lessons and the free sheet music that you can download. And you know, I've only got 500 videos out on the Roland 4X and 3X, 4X and 8X accordions. I do have 1 or 2 out on the old 3X too. If you look back far enough, you can still find them. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again next time.